Welcome back, everyone. NicknLex here. Thank you so much for joining me today to this new episode. Today, we got a marathon by great Scott. Thank you so much, Scott, for this marathon. And let's check it out. You know, there's some information here to read, and I'm super excited to do another marathon for great Scott. I already kind of know what I'm getting into with each of, you know, the people that request the marathons. I know I'm getting, you know, their style now. So I know I'm in for a treat. Like mostly, like almost always, you know, there's not a person that I like say, oh God, he requested a marathon. No, on the contrary, I'm always very happy because all of you guys have amazing taste in music. So let's check it out. So there's 5 tracks. It says, hey, Nick, I hope you like this one. And it says here, there's some brief comments below. We'll get to them. But it says here, this marathon is called Songs That Twinkle. I like that. These are songs that twinkle mostly. There are some parts, there's some part that sort of reminds me of the sound of little bells lightly jingling, kind of cute. I believe you may have reacted to at least 1 or 2 of these in the past, or at least heard them. But don't worry about that, as it's probably been a long time since you've heard them. He knows me so well. Anyway, and I think that'd be worth a second listen. Okay, all right. So this is, I didn't read this before because I wrote to Great Scott and I'm like, hey, you chose a song that I've already reacted to, which is Fantasy by Earth, Wind and Fire. And then he's like, no, just do it again. Just listen. This time, listen to it. No, I'm just kidding. So we're going to do 5 songs. We're going to do Popcorn by Hot Butter. And this is called, let's see here, the album. I found it in 21 Big Ones, but it's the same. It's the track on Spotify, but it's the same song that you sent me on YouTube. The second one is called Strawberry Letter 23 by the Brothers Johnson. The Brothers Johnson, Right on Time. And this is 1977. Let me see. 28 Big Ones. It's a compilation, so the year doesn't make any sense. Number 3, right behind me, Luc Ponty, Individual Choice. Wow. Yeah. From Individual Choice, the album, 1983. There's some great Holsworth on this album, I think. If not, let me know. And then Fantasy by Earth, Wind and Fire. From All in All. And I actually remember when I made the other video, the marathon, I showed you a little, like I inserted a picture because there's an album by Iron Maiden that has the same, almost the same pyramid on the cover. And so I was like, oh, they were inspired there for their Power Slave album. Yeah, we're going to do Fantasy 1977. This the year Star Wars got released. Oh, what a year. And this one, the last one, is called TSOP, which I guess is give me a second. I read it yesterday. The Sound of Philadelphia, okay, in short. But the song is called MFSB. That's the band, the 3 Degrees. Love is the Message. And this is, what year? 1973. All right. Okay, so here's some information. So I'll read the information before I listen to the song, so that way we get more into the, you know. So it says here, Popcorn is originally by early Moog synthesizer artist Gershon Kingsley in 1969. This version is very popular. This version is the very popular cover by the group Hot Butter in 1972. It's been covered by many others in the years since. All right, here we go with Popcorn. All right. Thank you so much for being here. I hope everyone is doing well today. And if you're having a good time, you know, leave me a comment or subscribe to the channel or do whatever you like. So here we go with the first track. Let's go. Oh shit. Yes, I've heard this. Okay, just a second. So I've never heard this, but I knew it. And I think in one video I was singing it. Bum 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 bum. It's just one of those things that you hear in your life and you never knew what it was. That's amazing. And I remember that like somebody said that tune you were singing in the reaction, that's called popcorn. And I thought it was like ping pong or something that kind of like, you know. So this is popcorn. All right, cool. Let's listen to it. Let's pay attention. And the drums are insane. Wow, what a composition. I mean, it reminds me of Mike Oldfield. It reminds me of Giorgio Moroder. All that, you know, craft work. Those people were just ahead of their time. So, okay, I do have a slight, I'm a little bit worried because I did not listen to the version that you sent me. So I just want to see if it's the same one. So let's do something. Give me just a segundo. Okay, thank God. So I listened to the link that you sent me and it's the same version because I was like, I mean, if this was covered by, you know, 50 people, maybe I played the wrong version, but I played the original. I played the version. So I'm happy. That was a blast. That was, that kind of music is so interesting. And I really want to get into like this kind of like, I don't even know what this is called, like techno. Let's see. They're gonna tell us all about here. So it says Hot Butter wasn't so much a group as an alias for keyboard virtuoso Stan Free, a top session player of the 1960s with credits including work on albums by the Monkees, Arlo Guthrie, John Denver, and blah, 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 blah. And then it says here, Free had cut several unsuccessful singles under his own name during the late 60s and also had been a member of the Moog, I think it's Moog, synthesizer ensemble, the first Moog quartet, organized by Gershon Kingsley during their 1969 tour of the United States. The group had used Kingsley's dance instrumental Popcorn, which he had written and recorded in 1969 on his album Music to Moog By. I love it. But does it say what style it is? Let's see. I just want to figure out what style of music this is. Popcorn instrumental. Wikipedia. On Wikipedia. It says here. Synth pop. Proto disco. Wow. Proto. Synth pop. Well, okay, cool. And let's see. And other bands like, let's see if there's some bands that I okay, let's just pull up the name of the composer here. Now I want to listen at the movies. Gershon Kingsley. Gershon. I'm so happy I played the right one. Kingsley. There he is. There was this version here. Is this a longer one? Let's see. Let's see. No, the one that you sent me was, yeah. Now I was getting another panic attack here because there's a version here that's almost 4 minutes, but the one that you sent me is 2 minutes and 30 seconds, but I played that version exactly. But okay, so Gershon Kingsley, if you go under fans also like, I'm sorry, I think I'm like far away. Show all. Isao Tomita. And then the Happy Moog. Wow, there's so many artists that I've never heard of. Ashra, Dick Hyman, Space Art, Mort Garçon. Wow, it's like a whole different universe of music, but I'm loving it. Very, very cool. Okay. Let's move it on. Let's move it on here with the second song. We're gonna do a Strawberry Letter 23. Here we go. This deserves some coffee here. Wow. Face melting here.
Hello, my love. I heard a kiss from you. Red magic satin playing near too. All through the morning rain, I gave the sun doesn't shine. Rainbows and waterfalls run through my mind. In the garden, I see west purple shower bells and tea. Orange birds and river cousins dressed in green. Pretty music I hear, so happy and loud. Blue flowers echo from a cherry cloud. Feel sunshine sparkle pink and blue. The playgrounds will laugh if you try to ask. Or is it cool? Or is it cool? If you arrive and don't see me, I'm gonna be with my baby. I'm free. Fly girl over the sea. Stained window, yellow candy screen. See speakers of kites with velvet roses, big and freedom flies. A present from you, Strawberry Letter 22. The music plays, I set in for you. trees are setting for a few.
Jones had to do with this. Genius. I'm gonna have to do another reaction to this. Yeah. This is gonna get a second reaction with Alexia. Like, I swear. I'm gonna have to sit her down because she has to hear this, and I want to see her face because she loves the bass, and I love the popping of the guitar, and that little like triad interlude, that doodle. I really don't remember how it goes, but I would love to learn it. That was amazing. Holy moly, what a track! Oof. And I totally forgot to read before the track, but it says Strawberry Letter 23 is originally by Shuggie Otis in 1971. This is a better known 1977 cover by the Brothers Johnson, produced by Quincy Jones, aka the King. I don't know what name they have given Quincy Jones. The premise of the song is that a couple is exchanging love letters in musical form. Ooh, wow, yeah, that sounded just like, I don't know, it was amazing. The singer received a love letter titled Strawberry Letter 22 and wrote the song 23 in reply. Oh man, that deserves a second reaction. I want to see Alexia's face. I'm just gonna sit there like this. Wow. That's the music that I want to discover more and more, you know, but it's so, I would have never found this ever without the channel. Never. And it's like you're literally missing out on something that brings so much joy, you know, so much. Oh my God. The bass, everything in this track was just from A to Z. Perfection. Okay, now we're gonna go with another perfectionist, Jean-Luc Ponty, who I've fortunately I've known him pretty much since I think my early 20s. But the thing was, it was very difficult to get a hold of anything by him. So I think I had the Rite of Strings with Aldi Meola and Stanley Clarke. Wonderful. And I think I had the one behind me. That's it. And I listened to those to death, literally to death. I love this man. I love his improv. I love his style. And I've played this music to a lot of classically trained violin players, and they are always very, especially the ones that are from schools. I knew this girl, and she was so good, but not at improv. But I could pretty much grab anything by Yngwie Malmsteen, like kind of stuff like that, and she would just like read it and play it at that time, and everything perfect. And then I was like, okay, let's take away the paper and let's jam, you know. And I would play some chords, and she was just like like no improvisation, nothing. I was like, I can't believe it, you know. So I played her this. I played her Jean-Luc Ponty, and she was just like, I just don't understand it. And you see, so sometimes school is great, but sometimes it's maybe not so good, you know, depending on the style of music you play. So, Individual Choice is the title track for Jean-Luc Ponty's 1983 album of the same name, and is the first album where he played all of the violin, synthesizer, rhythm, computer parts using one of the very first sequencers, plus a few others helping on some tracks. What others? No, but I'm actually right now our good friend Lee, who's been on the channel, he plays guitar, and he just bought this guitar pedal that basically emulates a Moog, a violin, and all kinds of flutes and stuff. I have to ask him because he got it and he already used it. But I'm looking at one here on Sweetwater. Sweetwater is a musical store online, and there's this Electro Harmonics string ensemble pedal, and this little thing plays all kinds of instruments that are pretty much sound like synth, but on the guitar. So I could be composing stuff really, really quickly. So I really want to get it. Yeah. So okay, here we go with Jean-Luc, and here we go. It's just a start, man. This is so damn good. Like the improvisation he does over this like really weird, bizarre chord. It's like I love how he uses all his diminished scales and his arpeggios, and oh man, it's just so good. And I love that I can kind of like, not perfectly, because that's like I don't have perfect pitch, but I do know, like, I recognize it. I recognize most of the scales, like, or at least I can grab the guitar and kind of like, if I maybe slow it down a little bit, I could, you know, do it. And I love that, you know, it's just, I guess, by listening to a lot of crazy music. And this is so good. It's just wonderful. And the just the way he plays with such ease and perfection, and it's so clean. And I love when Holdsworth and him, you know, collaborated, because they have such a unique style. But also Al Di Meola, you know, Al Di Meola and him, just like, it's such a good combination. If you have not heard, please do listen to The Rite of Strings. Unfortunately, it's not on Spotify, but it's on YouTube. Or I have if you want a good copy, a CD copy, I ripped it, and very, very good quality. I have it on a hard drive, and if you want a copy, let me know, and I can give you a link to my cloud, or whatever it's called, you know, my drive. But it's like, I don't know, I think it's like 400 megabytes or more, because it's just like CD quality, you know, or better. Like I think it's CD quality. So yeah, if you're interested, The Rite of Strings, Jean-Luc Ponty, Al Di Meola, Stanley Krug, masterpiece. Okay, let's continue. Wow. So good. So good. Oh Lord. That was amazing. Okay. Okay, so yeah. I mean, what can you say? You know, you have to, I know this is not for everyone, you know, I get it. But this is right up my alley. This is what I, you know, like, I just I get inspired. Okay, I'm looking for something, but let's leave that for the end. So next song is Fantasy by Earth, Wind and Fire. And it says here, Fantasy is from the 1977 All in All album by EWF. It's considered by some to be elegant funk that is welcome even on the disco dance floor. I'm sure my parents used to listen to this and used to play it in the East Side. That's what it was called. their my dad's discotheque. And this last year we went to see it. You know, it was under street level because of the noise, I guess. So you had to take like a staircase down, and it's still there, the electric staircase. We used to play on there as kids. Like we used to walk against it, you know. And because we couldn't go inside, not even during the day, it was super weird. Because I guess there was alcohol in there, some, I don't know. But yeah, so I took Alexia, but it used to be like a car dealership, and now it's an Aldi. Oh my god, man. They only knew who used to go there to that place. It's an Aldi. I was so disappointed. I went into the Aldi, got some water. Okay, so fantasy, let's go. Everything is so good.
Every thought is a dream, rushing by in a stream, bringing life to the kingdom of doing. Take a ride in the sky, on a ship fantasize.
Those harmonies.
All your dreams will come true, miles away. Our voices will ring together until the 12 of never. We all will live, love forever as one. Come to sing victory in the land of fantasy, loving like a new decree, bringing mind to everlasting liberty.
Okay, this is just like the harmonies are just off the charts. The bass, the beat, the chords, the synth, the everything. It's so well made. Like so much detail and love in this music. It's just like, where is this music? Like I'm sure there's people recording this, but where is it? Like, why can I only hear this music on stations that play 70s music? Why are there not stations like, hey, this 2024 release, like, check it out, and then suddenly this comes, you know? Wouldn't that be amazing? But no, everybody's like, AI, and look what it can do. You don't have to think anymore. Like when I see those commercials, I'm actually like embarrassed, you know? Like, what should I ask? What should I do? Like, I just hate that, you know? I hate... It's so bad. I'm like the only person who like hates AI because it's makes everything lazy, you know? Literally, everybody's just like, you know, like that movie Wall-E, you know? Well, we just sit, you know, and we just get fat and we don't move our feet anymore, and our bones kind of like, I don't know. So, but yeah, this is wonderful, and And actually, the singer, he grew up here in Denver. Like that's, I remember that because we did a reaction with him, Phil. His name is Phil, right? And then Phil Collins as well together. Philip Bailey, yeah. What a legend. Let's continue. Why did they cut away? Why did they fade out? That voice, that reminds me of The Fifth Element. Remember that movie, The Opera Singer? The way she just like falsettos like into the stratosphere, like so cool. What a legendary sound, man. Fantasy. Earth, Wind, and Fire. It's They're really fire. And I just had like this amazing talk with I talked to my mom the other day, like for 2.5 hours. We talked about everything. And it's just, we talk about so much more things that I'm kind of like, I want to know, you know, because she's getting older, you know, and, but she's good. She's good. She's going through some like tough treatments right now because she does have, you know, she did get cancer, skin cancer. So she's taking all these pills. And so she is like bald, you know, and she's like, I'm bald. And I'm like, Mom, come on. Like, I'm literally like trying to, I mean, I'm of course I'm in shock, but I'm not trying to. And by the way, she doesn't know how to watch these videos. She is like, she watches like one and then she doesn't really know. So it's not like we're gonna, even though if she would hear this, she would be totally fine. But I mean, I told her like, hey, let's just buy a wig, you know, whatever. And she's like, no, I don't want a wig. I want my hair. And then I'm like, what about these, like, you know, these little hats? They're like super cute. So I'm just going to send her those hats. And then she's like, oh, I want a blanket too, like a special blanket. And we were just talking about music. And I was like, so why did you stop listening to music? Because I'm like, why was there not like music in the house? And then she's like, because I guess we were just tired of so much music. You know, we heard music so long and it's so loud, and for a decade, you know, every day, you know, music at full volume, and you just get tired, you know, like at that volume. And that's the reason that there was no music in the house. So, but it was, I mean, there was still music, but there was like, you know, classical music, and there was never loud music. And especially when my dad was home. So, I mean, like I said, she showed me like Led Zeppelin and Uriah Heep and Iron Butterfly, but that was already in Mexico. But as a child, the only music that I would hear was classical music, and then my music that I kind of like found out through friends, you know, a little bit of pop here and there, you know. So, but yeah, we had a great talk, you know. It's just like I just like try to talk to her as much as I can, you know, and just like ask her stuff that I would have never asked before. Okay, so the next one is TSOP, or The Sound of Philadelphia by by MFSB, or Mother, Father, Sister, Brother, with vocals by the 3 Degrees. Released in 1974, it was sometimes the theme song for the TV dance show Soul Train, and is frequently played as the theme of various Philadelphia sport teams. All right, cool. Let's go. Let's get into it. Love that it sounds super happy. It's a fanfare, you know. It's like, oh, like it reminds me like of Barry White. Like you just imagine Barry White's voice. You know, on this trip when we went to San Diego, our friend, and his name is Yoda. It's his original name is George, but we call him Yoda because he used to jump around like Yoda in the movies, and like a Jedi, because he used to be a goalie. So Yoda was like, oh man, but there's nobody like Barry White. And I'm like, oh, let's play some Barry White. And it had like this vibe. And I don't know what song it was, but it was very like, and then I looked him up, and oh my God, he used to smoke 7 packs of cigarettes a day. Wow. Like, because I used to smoke cigarettes when I was younger, just for a little while, but I was always like, oh man, I used to smoke way too much cigarettes when I was younger. So I don't know, I smoked like 5 cigarettes, you know, a day, you know, and when I saw that, I'm like, this guy smoked 150 cigarettes. It's on Wikipedia. I don't know if maybe it's, you know, BS, but that is, yeah. That is crazy. And then to be a musician, you know, and do that. All right, let's keep going. But I'm loving this. It has this very positive, you know, chord progression and the notes. And I can see how this is obviously used for TV and sports like the Olympics. I love that tune by, what's his name? The one that plays the flugelhorn. I love it. Chuck Mangione. It has that vibe a little bit. Wonderful. Wonderful. The whole damn thing. The whole damn marathon is wonderful. Thank you so much, you know, for the reintroduction. I mean, popcorn, I had it in my head. The Strawberry Letter 23, that is literally, yeah, I'm gonna make another video with that song only, like with Alexia. Jean-Luc Ponty, oh, I can't get enough of that man. Earth, Wind and Fire, I mean, it's like a different level. These guys are in a different stratosphere, honestly. And I'm a metal guy, you know. I mean, I can't really say that anymore because I don't even play metal. And as soon as somebody plays, well, okay, if somebody knows how to play guitar and has distortion on, beautiful. But someone who's like I can't go to Guitar Center. I can't go to Guitar Center. It's like I could never work there because people have the dirtiest distortion on and somehow like decide to like go full shred, and it's just horrible. I could not work there. It's because even though I love heavy metal, I love a clean guitar, and that's kind of bizarre. But when I play, yes, there's distortion, but it sounds like it's like a clean distortion and has a lot of delay and a lot of reverb, and it's just like, I don't know. So I can't really say. I would never play. I don't think I could play in a metal band anymore. I could not. So yeah. I think I'm more like, I don't know. I don't even know anymore what kind of. I think I just like music, you know. I can't say, oh, I'm this or that. I used to be, you know, into heavy metal, and I still love it. Don't get me wrong. And when I hear, but players that play amazingly, and then distortion is fine. But if it's like, you know, if you're just using distortion to cover up your mistakes and it's choppy and it's, oh no, that's a bad day for me, you know. So this was just beautiful. This last track was beautiful, like the whole thing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This was a great marathon, so much fun, and I hope you have a lot of fun as well. Let me know in the comments what you think. Sorry about the rants, you know. There's just stuff that I like to rant about, and it comes naturally, you know. I don't sit down and I'm gonna rant about this, you know. I just press play, and then it's basically just like, that's just the way I am, you know. I'm talking to my friends, you know, and I think a rant is something good, you know, for your soul. If you can rant about something with a friend and he rants back and he's like, yeah, right, you know. So it's a good thing, you know. It's a good thing to do. So again, thank you so much, Great Scott, for this amazing marathon. I hope you enjoyed, everyone. Let me know what you think down below in the comment section. If you like the movie, if you like the video, please, you know, subscribe for more. And if you like this format, yes, there's a lot of talking, and every day I get a comment, you guys talk too much. Like, it's a reaction video. Like, I think they literally want us to just sit here like this and just listen to the music, and then I guess say, this was great, bye, you know. Like, that's the reaction videos people want. Well, you know, that's not the reaction that they're gonna get on this channel, because Alexia, I mean, she likes to talk as well, you know. Maybe not as much as me, but she is a talker. All right, well, I'm out of here. Thank you so much. I really love this one. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.